All right. So we're just going to record this. Make sure you guys understand like the whole marketing plan that I have laid out so far. I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page with that. So if anybody wanted to participate or invite people to it, that you knew the dates. I almost went live in the Facebook or just in the group earlier. I was like, I'll just go live because we forgot to get together, and it's no big deal. I actually forgot to. So I don't want you to think that it was all you, Cynthia. I forgot.
My days are still mixed up. I'm trying to get used to my new work schedule. So
I know last night it was Tuesday night, and I was like, oh yeah, let me reach back out to you because we were doing it on Tuesday, and I can't go back to Mondays because now they have Bible study on Mondays instead of Wednesdays. And I was like, well, then I could do Wednesday. That's why I had asked you if Wednesday would work for you, but we didn't. It's okay. No biggie. So I just wanted to make sure that everyone knew, anything and everything about February coming up. The Coach Breaking News, obviously you guys can go in there and check that out. But most importantly, there's a huge discount on Daily Sunshine. So if you guys have ever talked about Daily Sunshine, or if you have kids, this would be a great time to grab yourself some sample boxes or a pack of that and just talk about it. And that way, if anybody is needing something that's organic, I mean, it's the same price as Shakeology because we're paying for it to have the stamp of approval of gluten-free, vegan. What is all the stuff? I mean, it's like
pediatrician approved.
Yeah. So it's really, really good. And it's not that Shakeology isn't good. It's just that Shakeology would cost a whole lot more if it had all those non-GMO, organic and all of that printed on the bag. It is all of those things. It's just not printed. It's not approved because you have to jump through hoops and pay for that. Okay. So that's on sale. And then I think it is, I cannot remember the name, but it's a webinar. If you hit Success Club, there's a webinar that you will earn. And it also, if you're going to Summit, then hitting Success Club 20 in the next 2 months, there's an extra party. They always throw an extra Success Club fun party for you and a guest. So making sure that you guys understood that. If you're going to Summit, are you going to be able to go?
I'm going to try. I need to see. I'm still trying.
Okay. And
it's John Acuff, the webinar.
John Acuff. Thank you. Anything else in the Coach Breaking News that I'm missing that was super important? I know that
the tickets are on sale for $155 still. And you still have a chance to get in Carl Deichler's Success Club system, the 1x3x5 group, which from what I saw that he's giving away a shirt. If you're in his group, then you get a shirt if you hit Success Club. And you're in his group. And I forgot what it says, but it's a blue shirt and it has the 1x3x5 on it.
Boss? It says boss?
Huh?
It says something boss. 1x3x5 boss.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And then Shakeology's celebrating a 9th birthday on March the 16th.
March 16th. How long have you been? Go ahead.
And the new product sampler pack is on sale too.
That's what I was going to say. I knew I was forgetting that. So those are awesome because they're just for coaches right now, and you guys can buy them and you can resell them. If you want, that's what I have always done. If I ever buy Shakeology sample packs, I don't give them to somebody else. I make them pay my cost at least, even if I'm not making any money off of it, which there's nothing wrong with making money off of it. But if they buy the sample from you, they're more likely to actually drink it. You just give it to them. There's no value. There's no skin in the game. It's like buried in their junk drawer in their kitchen, so you can earn your money back. So if you wanted to buy something like that for you to try any of the products, or if you drink vegan all the time and someone else is always asking about a whey formula, that's a good way for you to share the product with other people. But no one's saying you have to buy $70 some worth of product and give it away. Not at all. Just wanted to clear that up. Anything else about the breaking news for March? I'm a month behind.
That was it.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. So I'm currently running a free group. It's a devotional group because we have our morning power hour, the 3 of us that show up at 7 a.m. on that are able to come. We just kind of got together and threw that together this week. Then we also are planning a free nutrition class like the one we ran last week. So tonight before I go to bed, I'm going to post my first post for that. And I'm going to put out teasers all weekend leading up to the 12th to run a free nutrition class. And what I want to do is help all of you with those posts. You can steal my post when you see that and post it on yours. And I want to help you get a whole bunch of people in there. And this was originally created to help you share Shakeology without sharing Shakeology. Because what we're going to do is take all the information and all the superfoods and the ingredients and about quality and integrity and all of the things that I've learned from Shakeology, and we put it into posts without using the word Shakeology. And then pretty much it's having them say, well, what do you use, or how do you get it, or where do you buy it from, right? So it's kind of, I listened to a training call from Team Cup Month. This guy, he was talking about how he runs these, and that's a great thing we could do eventually too if you've seen that webinar. It's awesome. But we just took the same concept from that, is trying to give them so much information that they ask, okay, so what do I need to get? What do I need to buy? And then that leads them into Shakeology. And so if you're a discount coach watching this and you'd love to get your Shakeology paid for, if you were to invite as many people as you wanted to this free nutrition class, no obligation, and they decide to try Shakeology, you would get the referral commission. And if you had 3 of those people, that would pay for your Shakeology that month. That's the whole intent for it. It's not just for me to get a whole bunch of new people. Really, 80 to 90% of this group is specifically for me and Cynthia to help our downline and have something to invite to where we fully educate them on Shakeology. And we're not tricking them into it. We do go live at the end and say, we just want to let you know what we use, but this information is valuable no matter what. They're going to learn about soil, the quality of soil. They're going to learn how to read nutrition labels. They'll learn a few superfoods each day. And so it's good content. Were you in the group last time, Cynthia?
Yes, I was.
Okay. What are your thoughts on that?
It was a lot of information. And honestly, I didn't keep up with it as much as I wanted to, because just being in a whole bunch of groups, I mean, it was a lot of information. But this next time around, I plan on being in and learning, because there's a lot of stuff that I need to learn, that I would like to learn to teach other people also. And so this is an opportunity for us as coaches to learn more information to be able to help our customers. Yeah,
it definitely helped me. And I thought I knew a lot about it, but doing the research for that group really taught me and helped me gain more confidence with Shakeology. Definitely. And there's some language that you'll learn in there too that'll help you talk about it. And you feel even better. Like, I crave my Shakeology more now than I did before, I think, because now I know what's in it. So yeah, it's definitely a learn. Even if you only had one person, or even if this is just a chance for you to practice putting something on social media because you've never done that before and it's a little scary, but you're just inviting someone to a free group to learn about nutrition. Everybody wants to know about nutrition. And I'll tell you, there's a success story behind this when Hannah watches this. If she's not, I know she's not on now, but she was a discount coach. She's got a lot of health gut issues, and she was seeing great results with high fat, low carb. She came into our second group, right? No, our first group, the Fat is Fuel. She was in Fat is Fuel. And at that time, we were on like week 4, maybe. And I told her about this nutrition class. I said, do you want to invite people? And if people decide that they want to try Shakeology, they can order through you. You can get, she's like, yeah, sure. I'll post it on social media. She brought so many people into that group. She went Emerald during Team Cup, and she signed like 5 new coaches and 1 customer. She hit Success Club 12. She hit the same number of Success Club points I did on our very first attempt, just by using this group. That's it. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
There was a lot of power behind it. So we can definitely go. I want to see if she used my specific wording. I couldn't remember because I was trying to help so many new coaches at the same time as Team Cup. So you're right. I was overwhelmed during Team Cup too, because I intentionally was putting a lot out, and that's what Team Cup's all about. But so I was trying to get the content together for the group, and I was giving them something to post. So I need to look at and see how she worded that on social media, and we can find those posts and share them as ideas too if they're any different than the ones we did. So wanted to let you know about that, and we have a file, and it's still on the Team Cup page. So maybe I'll pull it all into one file so you guys can see what you could post on Monday, what the topic is on Tuesday. And of course you don't have to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or whatever. You can do it whenever you want, but there's more than one idea and more than one pain point that you can hit on. So when you post on social media, would you like to be in this nutrition class? It's not just boring like that. Hey, you want to be in a free nutrition class? Like, there's substance to the post that makes people think, I need in that group. I want in that group. Like, that's me. I relate, right? And so you're talking to a pain point. And the posts are there for ideas. You can take them word for word if you want, but most likely it'll work better if you tweak them and personalize it a little bit based on your own experience with Shakeology. And you're not in the point of it is to not say the word Shakeology. You can say your smoothie. You can say what's another word you can use for Shakeology?
Superfood shake.
Yeah, your superfood shake, your dense shake, your I don't like calling it protein shake. That's the only one I don't like using. Chris is trying to give us booty ideas. Okay. And let's see. So that's the 12th. We'll actually start the group on the 12th. I got all of this information from Monica, and she's like, I'll help you run the next one. I think she wants to invite people too. So if anybody else wants to help run it, I'd say we could probably do two more people, like 4 total, so it doesn't get out of hand, or 3 people. Or if you want, we can run it, the 2 of us. But Cynthia, I was going to ask you first since you're on here. Did you want to?
Yeah, I'll help you.
Okay. And even looking back, like if when the 3 of us are running it, and if no one else watching this video steps up and wants to help run it, I don't want you to feel obligated to do that because even Hannah was not running the group. She was just plugging people in. So it'll work either way. Okay. You don't have to be running it to participate and invite people to it. Okay. So that was first. That nutrition group will lead into a high-fat, low-carb paid group. But in between the 2, there's 1 week that we were going to do another free intermittent fasting group. So one would lead right into the other. I'm doing a sugar detox group now. I'm going to tell them about the nutrition class. The nutrition class will get them thinking. Then I'm inviting them to the intermittent fasting group. Now, my only difference for me personally, you can invite as many people as you want to it. I'm okay with that. But what I think I'm going to do is talk about on Instagram stories and Facebook stories and on my post about a high-fat group that's coming up. And I have an introduction, a free introduction into it so that they learn everything about intermittent fasting in that group if they're considering high-fat, low-carb, because they just go hand in hand. So whenever I run a free group, I don't run it just to be running it for fun. I'm running it with a purpose, to building and to attract people that want to work with me, to connect with those people, build a relationship within the free group and in private messaging, right? But always with the end and inviting them to an actual paid group. So the high fat, low carb group will actually start on the 26th. The free intermittent fasting group would be the 19th. The free nutrition class is on the 12th. So one right after the other. And the great thing is we've already ran all these groups, so all the content's there. The only thing is if we wanted to, my mom has created all the transcripts for the intermittent fasting. She listened to it and typed it up, all of Melissa's videos. I have them already. So if anybody, we can use some of Melissa's this time so we don't have to reinvent all of the videos. But if anybody wants their face behind one of those videos for intermittent fasting, let me know now so I can give you one of those. You can look it over and say, hey, this is the one I want to talk about. Maybe you're more confident with that subject or but it's already broken up into super small 4 to 5 minute videos. And so even if we wanted to take 2 of them and put them together, it's still only a 6-7 minute video. That's still not too long. I wouldn't put any more than 2 of them together. Or we can, and then we can also use some of Melissa's, like the ones that were maybe we don't feel confident yet, or we just don't get to it in time to record them. That's my thing is I'm like, oh, are we going to have enough time to record them all? So Cynthia, did you want to pick that apart and see if there's any videos you'd like to redo yourself?
Well, now that you're mentioning that, that gets me thinking of the video that you sent me. Was it last week? Where she talked about using, like, not why reinvent the wheel when something's already been done, because that's just you're just spending more time on something that somebody's already done, and you're just referring them to that person, but still connecting with them.
Mm-hmm. So you think we should just keep using her videos?
I think so, just because she did it so well, and
right.
And she just explains everything so well, and I would feel fake if I did it, because I don't know all that as good as she does, but I can, I would feel comfortable saying, hey, here's these videos, watch them, and then what did you think of them, and asking them questions from them.
Right. Okay. And then I'm fine with that too. And it's something that we want to do. I do want to, but I want the people that actually do their own recording. I like the layout of it. And so, I mean, I wouldn't mind going live because I do feel a little bit more confident knowing what I do know about intermittent fasting. But I do like how they're broke out in sections. So even if you took one of those that you were comfortable with, that did really resonate with you, and it wasn't like you wouldn't feel fake talking about it. Like, so if you do find one eventually that works for you, you can always do it later. It doesn't have to be this free group. But the one thing if we're going to continue using it, I thought that might even help, like somebody like three months back, they were in one, and I'm saying, I'm running a new one. I know you were in my last one, but it's a new one. And then it's us. And then they're building a little bit more connection with us. And Melissa had mentioned that too. You can use my videos for as long as you absolutely want to. But there's a few things that she says that confuse people. And there's a few things that I would like to leave out if I did them to cause more curiosity. Because my intermittent fasting groups have not turned into sales yet, my free ones. And I don't mind sharing the content and all that. But what my mom and I were talking about, and this is the hiccup, is we feel like we give them so much information and like, oh, thank you, bye, I'm going to go do keto now. Mm-hmm. It's like, so the only reason I would kind of like to redo it is because I don't know exactly what she's saying prior to them getting into her groups and then the videos that she's sharing. And then I know what she says at the end as her final up, I have this group coming up, and I mean, I did that in all of our get with the coach that invited you, and we would love to continue working with you, even if it's just to stay friends and connect, but I would love to continue on this journey with you to teach you more. I mean, I did all that, and we're missing something. And I remember listening to Steve talk about that. And he said, you've got to give them just enough that they want to keep working with you, but not too much, or they'll go do it on their own. And I'm like, oh, what am I doing wrong? Because the first one we ran, a few coaches started posting their own takeaways from High Fat Low Carb group, like links and articles and things like that from High Fat. They're like, oh, look at this article. I'm like, oh. And I don't want to be rude and steal someone's confidence for wanting to help coach. But at the same time, those articles had too much information, and that's what they took away from the group and ran and did their own thing. They're like, I got everything I need to do this on my own. And so we want to make sure that, yeah. And some of the things that were confusing people is she's like, in a perfect world, you would want to eat an hour after you work out. Well, she doesn't go to work.
Yeah.
Right? I can work out at 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I'm done by 10:30, 11 o'clock when I have to eat, and I'm eating right after I work out, and it's perfect for me, but not everyone can do that, and it's not that important that you eat an hour after, but the way she says it makes it sound like this. So those are that's why. Not so much that I don't want them to connect with Melissa. That's not why I don't want to use them, but after using them a few times, I thought, well, we could tweak that and make it a little bit easier or leave some things out. So that's our takeaway, but we don't have to. And Monica even said, if we did this, you don't have to redo all the videos. Like, have some of them of Melissa, and that's who we learn from. And then have some that you feel more confident if you want, not that you have to.
Okay.
But you're right. Based on Chelsea Pearson's thing, it's way easier and smarter just to use what's already there. And now Melissa's already working on redoing the high fat low carb thing. She said that they are going. Do you see that post?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was the main thing that I wanted to make sure that you guys understood is those dates. Mark your calendar. Be looking for that. If you need help or have questions, make sure you reach out to me or Cynthia, and make sure that you're a part of those. Plug into them and utilize them, because free groups are so much easier to invite people to. If you're scared to invite people, then really take advantage of free groups, because that's easier to invite there. And then once you get them in there, you're doing everything I normally do before I invite, which is build a connection with those people. I don't send out cold invites. Hey, I got a group coming up, blah, blah, blah. No, I talk to people I've already been talking to about other stuff. Then I lead to. But I've been doing this for 4.5 years. Cynthia's been doing it for a long time. So if you're a new coach, you don't have any conversations going. So free groups really take the place of, what do I say, that awkward shyness thing, and say, well, I have this free group, come join me. And then you keep the message going in private. There's so much stuff going on behind the scenes, you guys. You see what I post on social media, but most of that stuff really doesn't actually help me hit Success Club. It just helps me attract the people that might get along with me better because they're seeing my stuff on social media. So, but what I post on social media is not making me any sales. That. You have any tips on that?
Nothing that I can think of right now.
Okay. All right. Well, I will let you guys go. Cynthia's going to stay on. We're going to talk, and I'm going to stop the recording. And you'll have a great night, and talk to you soon.
Bye.
Oh, that's not what I want to do. No, not.